Alright, I'm gonna try to talk loudly here. I can't really hear myself because the conveyor is running overhead and I also have my mask on. But I'm just gonna do a quick walk of the area. This is where our bulky area is currently at. If you've seen some of the prior videos, this is where the aerosol room used to be. They tore down all the rackings. Now they have all this staged for expansion for the bulky area. You can see right here, you have the single lines of all the different products labeled on the ground in terms of what the items are. There's 21 bulky locations, I think, right now. You got one side over here. And then you got one side over here. I think they're both the same products, but just two different sides that the picker can go around and pick on. Those are the current carts that they're using. Not ideal, of course, but we'll have a batch pick cart in place soon. Actually, you can see one of them down there. The La Habra batch pick carts, we repurposed for this, where they can batch pick multiple store orders at once. Each of these orders coming down will be a bulky order for a customer. When they scan it on their handheld or their wrist mounts, it will tell them exactly what products need to be picked at which location, and they would make a trip all the way down the line, grab stuff. So yep, we just took the La Habra batch pick carts and repurposed it for over here. Now when you actually get the drawings for what the future state looks like, if you want to take a look at the overhead conveyor right here, this conveyor comes out of RX and Mod 6. So beyond that cage is actually where the RX starts merging in along that spiral. The belts running across that way is coming from Module 6, which the eventual pick area for OTCHS will be. So what they actually plan on doing is right here at this merger area, they're going to set up a scan or some sort of thing to kick out, so they can kick out the OTCHS specific totes. They'll split along this wall right here, come down. The totes will go into that room, into the induct room, directly to the stations. And then this pack area will be for along the walls. You can set up some pack stations for the bulky items. They'll require bigger boxes, so we can set up like a box maker directly here for all these the big box sizes. Over here you can probably set up some pallet wrappers along the wall. You can use like the remote solution that you can move around, or you can just have some stationary ones plugged into the wall. So let's take a quick timing of how long it takes to walk from here all the way to the back room for where the pack is at. I'll start at 3:30. Now I know for the AMR specifically, the idea is that they will have an open aisle, plenty of space, not a lot of traffic in it. Let's pretend all of this doesn't exist. If I don't see it, it's not there. But eventually, when this moves into Mod 6, we'll have plenty of room to actually fit capacity on the shelves, whatever need for double slotting, triple slotting, having actual balance on hand to support like 3 days worth of supply of pick. Right now we can't because there's not enough space with what we have and how many items there are. Alright, we are here. Here is actually where they load the trailers and stuff. So you can see the walk for me took around 1 minute 15 seconds. When they're transporting a pallet jack like that, probably take them 2 minutes or so. So, I mean, that's a pretty consistent task that it'll do multiple times a day. You can just see back in the pack room just how many totes we have of this stuff. You can see back here we already have plenty of stuff staged. Let's see the site. You can see this trailer is already half loaded with stuff. Here's where they're making boxes. Another opportunity for where we can transfer stuff. The completed boxes need to be transported into this room for where the colleagues are actually packing out stuff. So you can see that's another opportunity. They need to be delivered to all the different stations. Oops, sorry. On either side. And we'll end it off with a quick little stop in Mod 6. Right now, basically, it's already sort of converted. This side of it is all the bulky pick for OTC, not the bulky pick, but the case pick for OTCHS. So any customer batch orders that have more than 200 custom orders that drop the case quantities higher than a case, and it's slotted, it'll be transferred into a tote. Right now, they're basically picking onto the pallet on the other side and driving it over into the room. Not ideal, considering it should be a pick-to-belt function. But like I said, once this belt gets tied in and the actual transfer gets made, we can do so. We have some example of the racking that's set up. None of this is being utilized right now. I think they're just picking the shopping list missing from the actual waves over here. And this is basically just overflow for the modules. Then rather than getting put back into the home slots where they have no space, they just get put over here. But yeah, once we get over here, we have plenty of space over here in terms of, a lot of the fast movers can go on pallet slots where they're picking pieces directly out of the pallet home slot. The medium movers will go into the golden zone on here. The slow movers will go out of the golden zone on top. You can slot stuff with basically 2 or 3 facings each outside of the pallet locations. And you'll have plenty of days of supply. You will never have stuff on the floor. And it also leaves us room for growth if we want to go upstairs in terms of expanding the number of items we have for OTCHS. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know if you have any questions.